Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa in case you are new, and welcome back to another weekly dinners video. So today is Monday, September 10th. Today is actually that boy's birthday. Yeah, it's AJ's birthday today, so I am making him some pancit, some noodles, Filipino noodle dish. I've made it before. I actually have a recipe video, but I'm gonna show you guys today how to make it again because my previous video, it's my mom cooking and she doesn't really have like the exact measurements. So I'm gonna show you today with the exact measurements how to make it. So you're gonna need the noodles. This is the one that I like to get, the excellent brand rice stick bihon. See, it says bihon, that's the rice stick. And you're gonna wanna get the large pack. This one is 16 ounces. This is the large pack. So 16 ounces of the noodles, and then you're gonna need a box of chicken broth, or if you don't have a box, just make sure it's 32 ounces, and I like to get reduced sodium. Now for the vegetables, I'm using cabbage. I shredded that up. Also some shredded carrots. You can also add green beans. Just make sure you cut them like on an angle. I'm not putting any green beans today because like, to be honest, I don't really like cutting them, so I usually don't put any green beans. And then for the meat, you can use shredded chicken. Make sure you cook the chicken and shred it. You can also add shrimp. You can also add Chinese sausage. I'm actually not putting any meat today, just vegetable. And then you're also gonna need garlic. This is like 3 or 4 cloves of garlic, and then just a small onion. And make sure you cut the onion like this. You wanna julienne the onion just like that. You're also gonna need some soy sauce. I happen to have a Filipino brand, but use any soy sauce that you have. And then you're also gonna need some black pepper. So let's get started. I'm gonna be using a wok today. It would be ideal if you had a wok, but if you don't, you can make it in a large pan. You could probably even make it in a pot. Just make sure your sides are tall. I'm going to add my onion. Okay, add the garlic. If you're making it with any meat, like the chicken or shrimp, sausage, go ahead and add your meat and then cook your meat. Well, the chicken's already gonna be cooked, but like make sure your shrimp is cooked. And then add the vegetables. So I don't have meat, so I'm just gonna go for vegetables. So this is the only part that I don't have a measurement for, but you're just going to season it to taste. Start off with a little, because you can always add more. I'm gonna add black pepper. So now I'm just going to wait until my vegetables are cooked. You're just gonna cook it to however you like your vegetables. If you like them really soft, cook them longer. After a few minutes, check on the vegetables, give it a try. If you want to add more soy sauce, you can. I added just a little bit more. And these are still a little crunchy, just the way I like it. So I'm gonna actually remove all of the vegetables. I'm just gonna put them in my foil pan. So I'm turning off the heat, and then I'm gonna remove all of this. Once you have everything removed from your pan, add your chicken broth. I'm gonna turn on my heat. And we're gonna bring this to a boil. There was some soy sauce in my pan, so that's why it looks dark. If there's any soy sauce, you can just leave it. So now that my broth has warmed up, it's almost boiling, I'm going to add my noodles. And what you want to do is you want to get the noodles all submerged in the broth, because this is how you soften the noodles, because they're like dehydrated and you want to rehydrate the noodles. So it helps if you just ladle it over like this. And then I'm gonna flip it over too, because this has like 2 layers of noodles, see? This is really important, because if you don't do this, like if you don't get all of the noodles wet, you're gonna have hard noodles. You're gonna have hard pancit. So flip it over like that and make sure it soaks up all the broth. I'm gonna season the noodles, just a little bit of soy sauce. Okay, and now that it's soaked up all of that liquid, I'm going to add the vegetables back in. You're gonna add all of it back in. And then just mix it around. Make sure you mix it well. And then you also want to check the seasoning, so give it a taste. So there it is, you guys, pancit bihon. You can slice some lemons and put them around the edges so people have lemon when they eat it. It's really good. And yeah, that's dinner for Monday night. So today is Tuesday, and today for dinner we are having some leftover pancit. And I'm having mine with rice. And then I also fried up some vegetable lumpia. My mom actually made this and I had it in the freezer, so I just defrosted it and then fried it. So I don't have a recipe video for it. I've never made it before, but I will try to make a recipe video for it soon. It's really good. Inside it has some, I think it's ground pork and then some vegetables. And then I have a sauce for it here with, it has garlic, soy sauce, vinegar, and black pepper. So that is going to be our dinner for Tuesday. So today is Wednesday, and we are having baked ziti for dinner. I actually already started eating. I almost forgot to show you guys, but I made this home chef meal. It's baked ziti. It has spinach in it. And it's so good, you guys. And then we also have some ciabatta garlic bread to go along with it. So that is dinner for Wednesday night. It's really good. So it is Friday night, and for dinner we're just having some grilled cheese sandwiches and some tomato soup. This is actually just Campbell's tomato soup. And then we have grilled cheese. Look at that cheese. Oh my goodness. So good, you guys. So that is our dinner for Friday night. It is Saturday, and for dinner tonight I am making pork adobo. So right here I have some pork spare ribs. I don't know how much is in here because I divided it up from a larger pack, probably like a pound, I don't really know. And I have a bunch of garlic here. I'm going to add the garlic into this bowl, and then I'm going to add 5 tablespoons of soy sauce and 2 tablespoons of vinegar. This is just regular white vinegar. I have a Filipino brand, but you can use just regular, any brand. Just make sure it's just regular white vinegar. So I'm gonna add that in here. I'm just gonna let it marinate, maybe like 30 minutes because it's already kind of late, but you can marinate it longer if you have time. I almost forgot the peppercorn, you guys. So just add some black peppercorns. Doesn't need to be too much. Just sprinkle it in there. So I'm heating up my pan and I just have like a little bit of oil in there. I'm going to add all of the meat into the pan. And I'm just gonna brown it a little bit. You can do this with chicken. I cook it the exact same way if you guys want to make it with chicken. So I've just been browning that for just a couple of minutes. Now I'm going to add the marinade back in. Just add all of that in, and this is really important. When you add this in, do not touch it, do not stir it, don't mix it up, don't do anything. Just let it sit there. I'm gonna put the lid on, and you don't want to touch it for at least like 5 minutes. Just leave it alone. It's been about 5 minutes. I'm gonna add the water now. I use a 2-cup measuring cup and I just fill it all the way up. So I think it's about like 2 1/4 cup, but 2 cups is fine. So just add water. And now we're just going to let it cook. Alright, so the adobo is cooked. I did add a little bit more water, probably like 1/2 cup, because it was boiling for so long and it was losing liquid. So I added a little bit more, and now it's cooked. So I'm gonna serve it up and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, you guys, I almost forgot to show you guys the food, but this is actually Ariel's plate. He has some rice and some meat on there. This is mine. I'm already done. So, yep, that's our dinner for, what is today? Saturday night. So it is Sunday, and for dinner tonight I am just making some Spam with scrambled eggs. So I have 2 cans here that I cut up into cubes, and then I'm gonna scramble up some eggs and I'm gonna cook it all together. So I'll fry the Spam first and then I add the eggs in. So I'm frying the Spam, and you can see there's actually some grease in there. I didn't put any oil. It's just coming out of the Spam. So once I'm done frying the Spam, I'm gonna drain the Spam and then I'll add it back in with the egg. I have all of the Spam here. I put it on a plate lined with paper towel, and then I drained the fat. I didn't really wipe it out. I just left, you know, just a very little amount in there so that I can cook the eggs. So I'm gonna add this back into my pan, and then I'll add my eggs. I have 5 eggs here. Oh no, 6 eggs. And then I just mix it all together. Okay, so here's what the Spam and scrambled eggs look like. So I'm gonna have that with some rice. I have my rice right here, and then we also have some watermelon. So that's it, you guys. That's the end of this week's weekly dinners. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys in my next one. Bye, everyone.